So the Joker movie is finally out, and it makes you think about the fact that DC has not been doing so hot in terms of critical acclaim. So does this movie break the curse and make something that actually gets acclaimed a lot, or is it also going to be another one of those mediocre to not very good DC experiences? So when the movie came out and I actually watched it, I was absolutely mind blown. I have not seen something this good in quite a while. I mean, the last movie I watched was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it was pretty good. I mean, it was really, really good. But when I watched Joker, I was like, okay, this is Kino. Okay, I don't use that word ironically, but it just seems like the right word to use for this movie. It's got an extraordinary performance from Mr. Phoenix, and the rest of the cast did a good job as well. The cinematography of the movie is crisp, and there's so many shots that you, as a cinema lover, would appreciate so much. And people are expecting it to be a cliched origin story of the Joker, but it is not. There's so many twists in it that are handled well, and the movie keeps you guessing what's gonna happen next. And there's this intense, uneasy atmosphere that it sets up every second, and it makes you think that something big is gonna go down. And when you think that you know the characters, it brings something up that makes you question everything you thought about them so far. And the descent of Arthur into the Joker is one of the more finest writing and direction and filmmaking that I've seen. Man, this is easily one of the best comic book movies of all time, and it's quite ironic that after the Dark Knight trilogy, this is what gets the title again. And I don't really follow the Oscars that well, but I really, really believe that Phoenix deserves the Oscar for this movie. His acting is so remarkable. You are just like drawn into the psyche of this mentally ill character that could go from giving flowers to a child to doing unthinkable things. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's I see a lot of critics going around saying stuff like this movie makes you too uneasy, or that it's too violent. But that's the thing, the movie is supposed to make you feel uneasy. You don't watch the Saw movies and complain there's too much gore in it. So why would you complain about a movie that is about a mentally ill mass murderer, showing you exactly that? It is so amazing how they crafted this movie. It really goes into the masterpiece territory for me. It's just the acting and the writing and the direction and the way the Thomas Wayne is thrown into the mix, but it does not take away from the Joker at all. This is a Joker movie. There's not going to be any Batman links to it. So this is what we deserve to see from DC in the first place, instead of like random team ups all of a sudden. This is what we should have seen from the first minute, and I'm so glad that we are on the right track with DC now, and I hope they keep it up. And even the soundtrack, while I will admit it's not particularly memorable, it is so well done and really mixes up with the tense atmosphere of the movie and makes it even more and more tense. And so you got an Oscar-worthy performance from the main lead, and you have uh, crisp cinematography, you have great direction, and you mix that all up with more supporting cast members that did a great job as well. And what you have is one of the finest movies that I've seen in a long time, and I definitely recommend everyone to watch it, not even just comic book lovers, because this movie feels nothing like a comic book, but at the same time it feels more accurate to the Joker character than the Heath Ledger Joker did. And while the Heath Ledger Joker had great acting as well, one of the finest performances I've seen, this definitely crosses that. And if you watch this movie with an unbiased mind, you will see that. And so yeah, I will suggest this movie to anyone who is a fan of thrillers, fan of movies who make you uneasy, or a fan of cinema itself, because you don't need any context for it, or you can just watch it right now, and I urge you to do that. This movie is awesome. So my rating of this movie will be around it's hard to decide because of how great it is, but at the same time I try not to overrate anything, so I'm gonna go with a 9.5. It is near perfect movie that is just amazing, and I really hope that whoever watches it shares my view. Don't try to get political about it. Don't try to think about whether or not a movie about mass killers should be released right now. Just enjoy the damn movie, and you will see how good it is. And if you be going to the meme territory of this topic, then the movie is like the Black Panther for gamers, and there's so much weird shit going on around about it, and there is something that slightly concerns me, which I understand why people are so riled up about it, which is like at one point when I was watching it in the cinema, an innocent person got killed in the movie, and a guy started clapping. Then he saw that no one else clapped, so he stopped clapping, and it was pretty funny because it makes you think what kind of weird ass shit makes people happy. And I saw a meme about it, which was posted in this group, and it was I'm pretty much Harry from this meme. This was exactly my reaction. So yeah, that was pretty funny, and I can always see a lot of people like how they took pictures of Heath Ledger and put it on their profile pictures and were like we live in a society and it's not about sending a message, it's not about the money, it's about the message, shit like that, anarchy is everything. I can see that happening here, and people would be like, oh, that's totally me, I got bullied and now I want to kill everyone. So yeah, but it obviously doesn't mean that the movie should be banned or anything, or that enjoying it is a bad thing, because we literally have so many other movies. This one just got the negative buzz from the media for whatever reason, so yeah, just ignore all of that and enjoy your movie. I hope you liked this review, and you can watch some other reviews on my channel of movies and other stuff, and make sure to like, subscribe, share and comment, and leave any feedback, the drill, and I hope to see you on the next video.